I want to show you today ways that you can continue to do your workouts while you're traveling using whatever you have around you. The beauty of Ireland makes it all that more special. Let me show you how to do this. Hey fitness friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm coming to you this week from the Mews at Castleview, which is this lovely property in County Clare that we've been renting for the last week as we're traveling around Ireland. This is a special workout I've created this week as a request from someone who wanted to also be able to do some things in their pool. As pools are open, it's now almost July. So this workout you can do either on the ground while you're traveling or in a pool if you happen to have one nearby. You don't need anything special for this at all. I will be showing some modifications where I'll use a chair. You don't need that, but if you want to use that modification, go ahead and get that in front of you. We're going to start with some marching to warm up. I'm running a stopwatch on my fitness watch just so I have an idea. We're going to go for a minute of this kind of aerobic warm-up. And as you get a little bit more into it, a little bit more warmed up, we're going to slow the march down and go for some high knees. We're looking to do a minute of this warm-up. Now, if you're in the pool, you're going to do the same thing. If you're in deeper water, you can tread water. If you're in shallow water, you can just do a march. The water will add a little more resistance, so you'll get a little more of a workout. Almost to our 1 minute mark. And there we are. Now we're going to go into some arm circles. We're going to go forward, small circles to start with. Now with the arm circles, you want to start by pinching your shoulders together in the back. That gives you a good shoulder warm up. Then as we get into it, we're doing 30 seconds here. Let's do some big circles. Whatever your range of motion is, that's what we're aiming for. Don't feel like you have to do exactly what I'm doing. Now for our second 30 seconds, squeezing your shoulder blades together again, we're going to go in the opposite direction. And as we get closer to our 30 seconds, I'm going to do a few big ones. Now we're warmed up enough to go ahead and start our workout. Starting out with our 3 movements of cardio. We're going to go first jumping jacks, starting my minute. And if you can't do a jump, you're going to do a step jack. Or you can start out with a step jack. As you get warmed up, go into your jumping jack. Tighten your core as you're doing these. If you feel any impact on your knees or your ankles that's uncomfortable, just go to a step jack. Or if you get a little winded, go to your step jack and then come back in if you can. 15 seconds to go. Heart rate should be coming up nicely now as we hit our 1 minute mark. Restart. This time we're going to do curtsy squat. One leg behind and up. Remember, if you're doing this in the pool, movements are the same. You're just getting a little more resistance because of the water. If you don't have the range of motion of your hips to cross over as much as I was, that's okay. We're after that cross-body movement. Breathe. 2/3 of the way through our cardio now. And our last movement in the cardio is a pocket kick or a butt kick or a quad activator, whatever you want to call it. Starting our timer. We'll start out slowly. I'll do it sideways so you can see what I'm doing. The goal is to try to essentially kick your butt with your heel. If you don't have that range of motion in your knee, that's okay. If this seems a little tame, you can add a little hop to it, like a running hop. That gets a little more cardio boost. And if you're in the pool, you can certainly do the running hop. Don't forget to breathe. 5 more seconds. And there we have it. Now we're going to go into more of a strength program with squats, alternating lunges, and then push-ups. With the push-up, because of the uneven ground, I'm going to use a chair. If you're in the pool, you can use the side of the pool for that. Here we go. Squats first. Remember, go back. If you're still a little stiff, you can start out with a quarter squat, and then as you get more mobile, go down into more of a squat. Inhale and exhale deeply while you're doing this. Almost there. I'm so used to having a timer on the wall. I have to remember to look at my watch so I don't overwork you guys. 2, 1. All right, alternating lunges. If you struggle with lunges and you want to hold on to the chair, absolutely fine. Resetting our timer. We're going to step out with one foot. Restarting our timer. Step out with one foot and back. Do it slowly, drop your back knee. I'm a little tentative here because the rocks that I'm doing this on, the bluestone, it's a little slippery this morning. We had a lot of rain last night. Always want to make sure the surface that you're doing your workout on is safe. Remember, step out wide enough. Give yourself a base. You can make it a twofold movement if you want. Step out, drop your knee and back. Especially if you're new to lunges or your balance may not be as good as you'd like it to be. Lunges are a great balance exercise, and you can always hold on to the back of your chair or the side of the pool. Went over a little bit, but I talked a lot. That's okay. So our last strength movement is our push-up. And again, because of where I am, I'm going to use the chair. You can use the chair, the side of the pool. Knee push-ups on the ground if you're in a safe space. And here we go. Setting the timer. Remember, if you're using a chair or something to do your push-up against, be sure it's secure and against something so that it's not going to move and you end up on your face. You can always use a wall as well, a countertop, the side of the pool, whatever secure and safe thing you have handy. And remember, we're not getting our chin down there. The goal is to work our arms and shoulders, so biceps, triceps, and our shoulders. So back needs to be flat and straight. How close you are to whatever you're doing, the easier it is. The further away you are, the harder. And we are done with our strength component. Next up is a little bit of core activation. So we're going to start with a 30-second plank. Again, you can do the plank on the floor, against a wall, using a chair, or the side of the pool. So let's restart our timers. I'm going to do the chair plank. And remember, the further away you get from what you're leaning against, the more difficult the movement is. Now we're going to do side leg lifts for 30 seconds each side. Keep your torso upright. We want to work the hip muscles, so tilting sideways isn't helping that, even if you can only go a little ways. And again, up and down slowly. We're not swinging like crazy. And we're going to switch sides. I'm going to move my chair over so I can get this side. And here we go. Again, torso upright. We don't want to tilt. Doing these in the pool is very easy. If you need to hold on to the side of the pool, easy to do. The deeper you are in the water when you do these, the more difficult it is, the more resistance you get from the water. And our last core activator, we're going to do a hand to knee opposite touch. So for our last core movement, we're going to do a hand to knee opposite touch. Again, how high you bring your knee totally depends on your own personal range of motion. So here we go. 1 minute. And notice how you have to stabilize your core, pull in your tummy muscles in order to even do this movement. We're also working the obliques, the muscles on the sides as well, because of this slight side twist we're doing. Again, in the water, the deeper you are, the harder it is. If your hip mobility is a little limited and you can only get so high, that's okay too. Still do the movement. You can even do this in a chair. And our 1 minute mark. So that ends the core portion. Last up is a little bit of a cool down. I'm not even going to set my timer for this. We're going to start out with just some deep breaths, 3 of them. Here we go. Inhale up, turn your palms down, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. One more. Inhale up, and exhale down. And one more. Inhale up. And this time, we're going to start bending and hinging at the hips, doing a good morning, a forward bend, whatever you want to call it. If your range of motion is limited or you get dizzy if you invert, stop here at the table. If not, continue down into a standing forward bend. Inhale up. One more time. Stop at the table if you need to, or continue on down. And one more. Inhale up. Bring your arms down. Now just loosely swing from side to side. We want to cool down and stretch out everything that we did. Those of you that are in the pool, you can do this cool down poolside or in the water, doesn't matter. But the idea is we are cooling down and bringing our bodies back to a ready state. So there you have your workout for the week that can be done anywhere, including in the pool. So give it a try. Thanks for joining me for this week's video. Please subscribe to my channel. That allows me to continue to bring you content like this that you, my viewers, have requested. So check it out, subscribe, hit the notification button so that you get notified when I upload new videos. And drop me comments. Let me know how you like the workout. Let me know if there's something you'd like to see me do within reason. And most importantly, see you next time online.